If you're wondering which soundbars for music production are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Sonos Arc. Let's talk about this massive 45-inch soundbar that delivers surprisingly balanced audio with clear vocals and instruments, making it pretty decent for music production, though it tends to get a bit soft around the edges when playing music compared to movies. The Arc packs 11 speakers inside, including 3 tweeters and 8 mids, which gives you great stereo separation for mixing, but you might want to tweak the EQ in the app since it can be a bit bass heavy out of the box. Would I buy it? No, at $800 it's too expensive for what you get as a music production tool, especially since it lacks direct audio inputs. Sonos Beam Gen 2. This compact little beast actually handles music better than its bigger brother Arc, with excellent stereo imaging and a more direct sound that's great for monitoring your tracks. While it doesn't have physical upfiring drivers like some competitors, its 5-array system creates a surprisingly wide soundstage that helps you catch subtle details in your mix, though the bass response is limited without a sub. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's half the price of the Arc and actually performs better for music, but still lacks proper audio inputs for studio use. Bose Smart Soundbar 600. This thing tries really hard with its true space processing, but damn does it mess with the sound. Great for movies, not so much for accurate music monitoring. The frequency response is decent with clear mids for vocals and instruments, but it starts pumping and compressing when you crank it up. And the DSP chip inside limits the bass until drums sound like sad little pops. Would I buy it? No, the aggressive DSP processing and compression make it unsuitable for music production work. Vizio M512a-H6. This budget warrior actually surprised me with its balanced sound profile and decent stereo separation, plus it has actual audio inputs unlike these fancy network speakers. The subwoofer gives you proper bass monitoring capability, though it can get a bit boomy, and there's some distortion at higher volumes that might mess with your mixing decisions. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's the cheapest option here and has proper inputs, but you're still better off with studio monitors. Sony HT-A7000. While it's decent for basic music playback with balanced mids and clear vocals, the weak mid-range definition and lack of EQ adjustments make it pretty mediocre for music production. The subwoofer gives you some nice boom in the upper bass, but damn, you're stuck with only being able to adjust the subwoofer level and nothing else. Would I buy it? No, it's way too basic for music production with its limited controls and features. Sony Bravia Theater Bar 9. This beast delivers crisp, clean audio with superb dynamics and impressive tonal balance across the range, making it actually useful for music work. The 13 drivers create an incredibly wide soundstage, but what's annoying is that Sony removed pretty much all sound customization options, no EQ settings at all, which is kind of a dick move for music producers. Would I buy it? Maybe. The sound quality is fantastic, but the lack of audio adjustments is a real pain in the ass. JBL Bar 1300X. The sound quality is insane with clear and balanced output, but here's the funny part. It's actually terrible for music because the bass response is super uneven and inconsistent. Like seriously, some bass frequencies will shake your room while others just disappear into thin air. Good luck mixing on this thing. Would I buy it? No, the inconsistent frequency response would make music production a nightmare. LGS95 QR. This bad boy delivers a lively and energetic music stage that's actually pretty great for production work. With excellent control over speaker levels and sound modes, the subwoofer handles music transitions smoothly without drawing attention to itself. Unlike some other sound bars that just want to show off their bass. Would I buy it? Yes, it's got the best balance of sound quality and adjustability for music production work. Sennheiser Ambio Soundbar Max. Let me tell you, this beast delivers some seriously clean and natural music reproduction with impressive instrumental separation, making it a solid choice for music production, though at this price you could probably buy a small recording studio. The soundstage is remarkably focused rather than diffused, which means your mix elements will have precise positioning and there's practically zero harmonic distortion even at max volume. Would I buy it? Yes, if money grew on trees, because this thing handles music like a professional studio monitor in a convenient package. Amazon Fire TV Soundbar. Well, this budget option is a bit of a mess for music production. The mids get completely lost in the mix, and the treble definition is about as clear as my future. The bass is overwhelming and drowns everything else out, making it impossible to get an accurate mix, though I guess it could work as a reference for how your tracks might sound on a cheap system. Would I buy it? No, unless you want your music to sound like it's being played through a potato. LG S80QR. This 620 watt powerhouse has some decent tricks up its sleeve with high-res audio support and 96 kHz 24-bit sampling rates, but it's more focused on movie magic than music mastering. The sound quality is pretty balanced for general listening, but some users report it straight up dies after 12 months, which isn't great when you're trying to finish an album. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you need a versatile system that can handle both production and entertainment. Just keep that warranty handy. Samsung HWQ-800C. This bad boy delivers surprisingly clean and controlled bass with great stereo separation, and the room correction feature actually makes a difference in tuning the sound to your space. The bar handles music with impressive clarity and detail, though it can get a bit harsh when pushed to high volumes, and some users say the music modes aren't exactly mind-blowing. Would I buy it? Yes, it's not perfect for music production, but it offers solid performance for the price and could work well as a secondary reference system. Samsung HWQ-990D. The sound is balanced and versatile, with voices and instruments coming through clear and natural, making it excellent for music production. While it delivers impressive bass and treble control, some users might find the bass a bit too muddy for precise studio work. The bar offers a graphic equalizer for fine-tuning, but occasionally you'll need to tweak settings between different tracks. Would I buy it? Yes, the customization options and balanced sound make it worth the investment for a home studio. Sony HT-A7000. This bad boy struggles with delivering consistent bass, and the woofers try too hard to compensate for the lack of a proper subwoofer. The mid-range is robust though, and it handles stereo imaging like a champ, especially with 360 reality audio content. The lack of proper equalizer controls on a premium soundbar is just ridiculous. Seriously, who thought that was a good idea? Would I buy it? No, the limited sound customization is a deal breaker for music production. Samsung HWQ-930C. The soundbar delivers an even and balanced presentation, but damn, the mid-range gets soupy when handling heavy bass lines. It's got decent sound customization with a graphic equalizer, which helps when you're trying to nail those perfect mix levels. The stereo frequency response is actually pretty solid, making it suitable for music production work. Would I buy it? Maybe it's good for the price, but the mid-range issues might frustrate you during mixing sessions. Hisense AX5125H. Look, for the price, this thing actually delivers surprisingly good music performance over Bluetooth. The bass and treble adjustments let you tweak the sound, but don't expect anything fancy. There's no room correction or advanced EQ settings. The soundstage is decent, but there's this annoying gap between the main bar and the satellites that might mess with your spatial audio perception. Would I buy it? No. While it's budget-friendly, the limited sound customization options make it unsuitable for serious music production. Vizio Elevate. The rotating speakers aren't just a fancy gimmick, they actually create a wider soundstage that makes your music production feel more natural and cohesive, with surprisingly pleasing stereo imaging and satisfying clarity. The subwoofer dives deep with authority and connects the highs and lows nicely, though you'll need to spend some time tweaking the settings because out of the box, it needs notable adjustments to improve the overall output. The treble required adjustments and the bass needed to be toned down to get the most pleasing output for music production. Would I buy it? Yes, once you get past the learning curve, this thing delivers studio quality sound that's worth the hassle. JBL Bar 500. This little beast packs clean proportional bass that isn't overpowering, which is perfect for monitoring your low end during production, and the built-in equalizer lets you dial in your perfect mix. The mids can sound a bit muddy at first and need a couple hours to break in properly, plus the dialogue enhancement feature might mess with your vocal monitoring. The smart mode actually makes it sound worse for music production, so you'll want to turn that garbage off right away. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's good for casual production, but might not cut it for serious studio work. Sony HT-A7000, the soundbar nails music playback with nicely balanced audio and excellent clarity in higher frequencies, though there's a bit of a hole in the mid-range that might affect your mix decisions. It supports high-resolution audio up to 24-bit 96 kHz through Chromecast, and even rocks the LDAC codec for high-quality Bluetooth monitoring. The bass response is surprisingly good for built-in subwoofers, but you'll need to stay within a specific volume range to avoid strain. Would I buy it? Yes. The balanced sound signature and high-res support make it a solid choice for production. Sony HT-A7000, this budget-friendly option delivers a fairly even and balanced sound profile that's suitable for monitoring different music genres, but the integrated subwoofer lacks the deep thump you might need for bass-heavy productions. The sound field feature makes everything sound unnatural and causes voices to echo, so you'll want to keep that turned off while producing. It's basically a stripped-down version of its bigger brothers with no Wi-Fi or fancy streaming options, but the core sound quality is surprisingly solid. Would I buy it? No, save your money and get one of the higher-end models for serious production work. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick these soundbars for music production for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.